Hi, this is Jason Wright, and this is your South Orange County Market Update. We're going to do this one a little different. I want to kind of just look back, take a brief look back at 2022, how we got to where we are today, and then focus a little bit on what the forecast is going forward for 2023. So, as we sit here today, New Year's coming in just a couple days, we are wrapping up 2022, a year that started with a record low number of active listings on the market, below 1,000 active listings, which is the lowest level since 2004. We were coming out of the scorching hot 2021 market. We moved into 2022. It was still scorching hot. Demand was high. Interest rates were low, and there was just a need for housing. People were super excited about getting into their forever home or their next move or their investment property. So we had demand, we had low supply. We kind of moved through Q1 and into Q2 and through most of Q2, and all of a sudden the interest rate started to go up. The feds had to get inflation under control, so we had to see these 3/4 point increases, time month after month after month, really just bringing the housing market to almost a screeching halt from a scorching hot market. We saw that they want to be at 2% on inflation, on the CPI number. We're at 7.1% today, indicating that they have a ways to go before they hit their target inflation rate. As we peaked in, I would say, September, and the housing market started to come back, and level off to its stagnant existence today, we just saw less sales happening. We also saw less homes coming on the market. We saw a lot of homeowners that are in a 3% rate, and from the stat I read, 89% of people in Orange County have interest rates below 5%, I think. So that's incredible number of people that have a very low interest rate on their mortgage. So as we come out of this market where homeowners are sitting on a low interest rate, they're just not willing to trade in that low interest rate, test a market that's already volatile, and try to get their higher price. And that's a lot to hope for. So people are comfortable. They want to stay put in their house. And that's kind of where we stand today. We have a lot of people out there that might have this desire to make a move, but really don't think it's the right time because they're sitting on a low payment with a low interest rate. And to go buy something, they need to trade it in for a higher payment and a higher interest rate. So that's creating a further constriction on supply, on inventory. And then as far as the demand side, we have people that might have a desire to make a move, but simply they're looking at the interest rate and what's going on with the volatility. Is it going up? Is it coming down? Is it leveling off? When's it the right time? So demand, I think, has kind of been put on the sidelines. And I think it's important to say that it's been put on the sidelines because as I look forward to 2023, I think the demand is still there. I think the demand is there, and there's a lot of uncertainty with what is going to happen. So how do I forecast what's going to happen in 2023? Well, I'm going to read you guys a little paragraph from Stephen Thomas's report, which is a local economist who actually dives into our local marketplace here. They increased the federal funds rate from 0% at the start of the year to over 4.5% in December, its highest level since 2007 and its fastest rise in more than 40 years. Long-term mortgage rates responded, rising from 3.25% at the start of the year to over 7.25% in October. The Federal Reserve's core inflation goal is 2%. The overall United States economy has remained resilient, backed by a very strong labor market, sky-high job openings, low unemployment, and increasing consumer spending. Yet the high interest rate environment has been rocking the financial markets. Unrelenting Federal Reserve policies will eventually instigate an economic recession in 2023 that will most likely begin by mid-year. As a result, the local housing market is going to be subdued in 2023, especially in the first half of the year. My opinion is we're already in a recession. Like, we've been feeling this economic downturn for the past 6 months. The feds, they did a huge rate increase month over month over month to get this thing under control. And yeah, it's gone from like 9.1 to 7.1% on the CPI number, but like, we're already feeling that. These are lagging indicators. Like, I don't know how much harder the feds can press without sending us into a very bad recession. And if they do that, what happens historically in a recession, they have to drop the interest rate down to increase consumer spending, which is good for you buyers that are on the sidelines. So bad for economy, good for buyers, good for real estate. So it's kind of like, it's a very delicate tug of war that we're playing. And I just don't think that they're going to be able to press their feet on the gas and even at a small percentage rate increase these federal funds rate. I think we've caught up to the 2-year Treasury note. So I think that we're going to see these increases subdued in the beginning of the year. I think that we have no inventory, and I think it's very important that when we look at the data and what's going on with the overall economy, we need to apply that to our local marketplace. An interest rate that is at 6% affects people in the demographic in coastal Orange County far less than it does somebody who lives in Ohio. The labor market plays a huge impact on what's going to happen. If we have job openings that are cut in half and we see unemployment rise, consumer spending comes down, inflation's here to stay, then I think we kind of get to this situation where that's that balance of tug of war where home prices could come down with a weak labor market. We don't show that right now. So we have to watch the labor market. I think that when you look at the overall economy and you apply it to Orange County, I think there's more generational wealth in Orange County. There's higher income earners in Orange County, and there is no supply in coastal Orange County or in South Orange County for that matter. I don't think that we're going to have this huge decline in home prices in Orange County. My forecast would be that interest rates are temporary. They are going to come back down. I think we're going to end the year with interest rates right around 4 to 4.5%. I think that is a phenomenal historical rate. And I would argue that if you can get the opportunity to get into the house that you want to be in today, you should make a strategy to do that, because I think that there's opportunity in this market, and I think that we just have to go find it. And setting a strategy to capitalize on opportunity, interest rates are going to come back down. And so I think it's a great time to be invested in real estate, especially with the looming inflation that could stick around. It's just a great place to put your money in any inflation-driven market, and we want to help you strategize. So my name is Jason Wright. I'm with the Smith Group. I'm looking forward to sitting down and talking with you.